The following KQED production was produced in high definition.
Yes, check please, people.
It's all about licking your plate.
The food was just fabulous.
I should be in psychoanalysis for the amount of money I spend in restaurants.
I had a horrible experience.
I don't even think we were at the same restaurant. And everybody, I'm sure, saved room for those desserts.
You better.
Check Please Bay Area is brought to you in high definition by the Campaign for the Future Program Venture Fund and the members of KQED.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to a special Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. Now this time we have 3 local radio DJs as guests. Each one has taken a fresh new look at a previously featured Check Please restaurant that is now one of their favorite spots. We've sent the other 2 DJs to go check them out and see what they think. Now this is going to be a fun show, food, wine, and music. Our guest DJs are from Smooth Jazz, KKSF 103.7, DJ Miranda Wilson. She's passionate about jazz, of course, and lavender from her garden. She makes a mean lavender cocktail to share with her friends, which I'm going to get the recipe for. When she dines out, she likes an inviting, intimate place with big flavors. And from 98.1 KISS FM, Marcus Osborne. He keeps everyone on track in the mornings with rhythm and blues and lots of chat. To eat, he climbs the hill to his restaurant, because there's no place to park. Once inside, it's warm and cozy with the flavors of Italy. But first, Star 1013 DJ Sylvia Chacon stays away from sleepy elevator melodies. After 20 years of dancing with Ballet Folklorico Mexicano, she keeps the beat going so that you can boogie away the afternoon. Her restaurant is laid-back fun with a Caribbean beat all its own. It's on Haight Street in San Francisco, and it's called Cha Cha Cha.
I've been at Cha 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 for almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years this September. Kind of hard to believe, but I guess time flies when you're having fun, and we do have fun at Cha Cha Cha. We serve tapas, which are small plates. We're probably one of the first restaurants in San Francisco to serve food this way. It's a shared experience. It's a good way for everybody in your group to try everything on the menu. Our chef is Bill Higgins, very innovative, hands-on, great respect from the staff.
Here at Cha Cha Cha, we serve Caribbean Cuban food. We try to keep the food as lively as the restaurant. We go to the farmer's market each day. We use as much organic produce as possible. The Cajun shrimp is one of our most popular sellers, and the calamari is some of the best in all of San Francisco.
Sangria is by far our most popular drink. It's red wine, white wine, fruit slices, low sugar. Our sangria has been responsible for people getting together, maybe breaking up. Who knows? I mean, sangria is a very passionate drink, and we sell a ton of it.
Okay, Sylvia, this is your restaurant, Cha Cha Cha.
This is my restaurant.
Let's talk about it.
I love it. When you get there, it says, welcome, come in, eat, have fun. They have a really nice sound system cranking out Latin and Caribbean tunes. And
Not that you're a DJ or anything, that you'd know that.
So it was just a lot of fun to let loose and kind of, do this while you're eating. My little 9-year-old daughter was with me, and we were comparing moves. And
I want to see Marcus doing this. Come on, Marcus. Let's see you doing this.
I got an old football injury. It doesn't allow me to move that way anymore.
But I know Miranda can do that. Come
I
on.
love the Caribbean. I go there every year, so I'm really hip to how jerk chicken needs to taste, and
Right.
how can you overcook a chicken wing, and the jerk's got to have that spice. It's got to have that spice and not Worcestershire sauce kind of taste.
Oh,
You're killing her
That's
over here.
okay.
But I like the hate. I like the neighborhood. I like the excitement. A lot of 30-something.
Did you love the atmosphere?
The atmosphere and the decor was phantasmagorical.
Right.
I have to admit that I did not have a pleasant experience here. I think I was distracted by the 2 couples that were making out at the end of the bar
Oh.
And
You know, what can you, there's sangria there, there's margarita, I mean,
there
you
were
know.
no margaritas. No margaritas. They had
sangria
beer,
was
soda, and wine. That's it.
The sangria, we had a picture. It was
that's
delicious.
right. The sangria is good, so you get too much sangria, you start to making out. What did you have for food? Because you clearly were not making out when you were there.
No, clearly I wasn't. Clearly
So
I went by myself.
What did you have to eat? You were there by yourself.
Well,
I was in and out.
What you love.
And maybe that's why I didn't like it. Maybe I was jealous of those people making out. I had the spicy shrimp with cream sauce, and I had a Caesar salad. But it kind of took a long time for me to get seated. I was one of the first people there at dinner time. And I stood out there for 10 minutes before anybody came to help me out.
Didn't you tell them who you were? Didn't you say who you were?
No, I couldn't do that. That was against the rules. Because then they probably would have gotten me a seat, and I probably would have been making out at the end of the bar, too.
The service was quick. There were the things that I liked. The plantain. I love plantain, and it was a nice twist to have the black bean with it, black bean with sour cream. That was really yummy. I really loved that. It made it seem like I was in the Caribbean. The music was great. The music was on point. You know, it's just that the aioli can't taste like mayonnaise. Oh. That's the bummer. But we had the calamari and aioli sauce, and you gotta have the egg yolks, you gotta have the garlic, but it can't taste like
This is a party place, though. You said, I mean, you can bring your kids, you can bring your...
And that's what I appreciated about it. It's kid-friendly, and you can have fun. It's not the type of, I didn't have to tell my daughter, okay, place your napkin neatly on your lap, fold your hands, and quietly wait for the dinner to arrive.
See, I never tell my kids that. They would laugh at me.
It's definitely a perfect happy hour place. That's what I would say. But, you know, like all the cupids hanging from the ceiling and all that stuff, and the music being pumped through, it's kind of I felt like they were trying to distract you from the food.
Really?
What did you have to eat, Sylvia?
I thought it added to just the fun of it. I had the jerk chicken, and I had arroz con pollo.
Okay.
So it was very interesting to me to compare the two chicken dishes.
Yeah.
Clearly different. I thought they owned their own title. The jerk was jerk, and the arroz con pollo was
You're
arroz
not
con
referring to
pollo.
Marcus on this.
Not this time.
Okay. I just want to clarify.
I'm the only testosterone at this table, kids. Be nice.
But you know what? You're right. I heard a lot about the mussels, and I don't get the seafood. We shouldn't have done 2 chicken dishes. I am going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it another shot because I love the hate. I hadn't been in that area, that side of it since I was in college, and I loved kind of that vibe.
And there's a lot of history, you know.
It's been around
the
for a while.
decor is beautiful. It's been around for a long, long time, and it's Caribbean influence. You feel like you're at Carnaval. It's so gorgeous, yeah.
But you need to be wearing some bikini sort of thing then if you're at Carnival. See? They need to be making out. All right, this is your restaurant, Sylvia. Wrap it up for everybody. Should they go? Why should they go?
Yeah, it's different, it's fun, kid-friendly, and it's not expensive.
Okay, Marcus?
Again, I'll say I'm not much of a presentation guy, and I think that this place was all about the presentation and not necessarily the food. So, good place to go for a happy hour.
There you go. Okay, Miranda?
The place is great for a vibe. If you have out-of-towners coming, it's a great place to get a slice of what was the hate, you know. And there's a lot of energy and lots of fun there. You know, you expect to have fun. Chips and salsa, you know, are that way, and you know, stay away from the aioli though.
And a little cha-cha-cha.
Oh,
not a cha-cha-cha. All right.
More cha-cha-cha, please.
Okay.
If you would like to visit Cha-Cha-Cha, it's on Haight at Schrader in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-386-7670. It's open for lunch and dinner every day. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $18. Cool jazz and Miranda's sultry tunes soothe away the cares of the day and set the mood for the exotic Thai flavors that meld with the Mediterranean at her pick. It's a snug place on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland, and it's called Ninna Restaurant.
Ninna is my wife. She has been working outside in the dining room for a long time, and then with my experience and my knowledge of cooking, we decided to open Ninna, which is a little bit Italian, French, and Thai mixed together. Our dishes is combination of the sweetness, spiciness, and herbty, all together just like a symphony, small symphony dishes. Today we have the special with grilled ahi tuna with the Thai pesto sauce, which is served with mashed potato and grilled asparagus. And we do our own tiramisu, which is we have a lot of the compliment from customers.
Okay, Miranda, Ninna Restaurant. This is sort of a little tiny spot, isn't it?
It's cute, cozy, intimate, neighborhood spot. Plenty of parking, and the food is so fresh. You know, it's delicious, and it's the vibe there. It's just very, very community.
And it's fusion. I mean, it's a Thai Mediterranean, which sounds sort of odd.
Yeah,
you know, when you
spicy sweet. That's what it's about. You know, I kept saying this is more Mediterranean than Thai, and then you have to taste it.
Do you have a favorite dish when you go?
Yeah, I fell in love with my starter. I could have just stopped at the starter. I had the grilled prawn. It almost looked like a lobster. Baby was so big. And there were just little bits of calamari and mussels and shrimp just dancing in the tomato soup.
Ooh, it sounds good.
Sweet
if that dish were a piece of music, a nice smooth jazz piece, what would it be?
Oh, it had to be Miles. It had to be Miles. Because you know, underneath the coolness, you know, you bring it to the table and it explodes in your mouth.
A little Mr. Davis.
It just kind of sneaks up on you. Yeah, very good.
I like that the place is right by my house. I'm like 2 blocks away from it, so it's an awesome place. I love going there. I went there for lunch, as a matter of fact.
I picked that for you.
Yes,
See?
awesome.
Look at that.
Although I have to say, I have to say, the salad it threw me for a loop. I ordered some salad, Caesar salad, and it came with a knife and fork on a plate, and that kind of threw me because I'm used to salad being in a bowl.
Do you usually use your hands or something?
Only when nobody's looking. Only when nobody's looking. But other than, it was just weird because the salad was like 3 pieces of lettuce stacked on top of each other, and I was there with my knife and fork just cutting it.
That's all you had?
No, I had the spicy chicken linguine or something like that, but it was good.
But you like the food?
Very, very good. Very, very good.
All right, Sylvia's over there kind of shaking her head, going, well.
You know, it was a good restaurant for me. It wasn't great. I couldn't see the food. I thought the portions were small. The restaurant is small. Girl, I'm going to pick on you.
It is.
No, I was literally
It's
afraid that I was going to knock over the man's wine next to me. Really, because my elbow was this close to him. And he was reading a book. He probably got off of work. He was still in his tie, reading a book, and I felt like I had to be quiet because I didn't want to disturb him. And then the man across from me, this is how close the tables are.
Right.
You know,
it is small. It's a small spot.
It's small. It was his birthday, and he was there with his wife, and it was his birthday. And I know I said that already, and so did he.
So you heard the entire conversation.
He was inebriated.
Well, the people in the neighborhood do know the restaurant. The people in the neighborhood, as a matter of fact, when I went, and I rarely ever dine alone, but I felt very comfortable dining alone. I had the first seating at 5:30 on a weekend. Came in, Ninna herself welcomed me at the door.
And you know,
and the service. I mean, the service again. They're known for service.
I have to give them that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's amazing what that chef can do in a tiny little kitchen. It's amazing. My entree was the pork loin, and I don't eat a lot of pork. Devil's pork. I'm not a Muslim or anything, but it was delicious. It was so tender. And the I'm not good with all the terms, but it was an apple cider reduction with pancetta.
Oh, I think you're pretty good. You remembered all that.
Heavenly.
Lordy.
Excuse me, I learned a lot. It really was heavenly, but the people in the neighborhood came and they seemed like they were all hungry and wanting to be there. And I think the guy that was reading the book, probably it's his neighborhood restaurant.
So what you really had a problem with was the size of the restaurant. I mean, not the food. Was the food okay to you?
Were small for me. And after coming from Cha-Cha-Cha, where there's all this food, you know. But the other thing is that I wouldn't recommend it for a first first date.
All right.
If you want to get to know her, Marcus,
You know what?
I do not concur.
No,
I
Marcus,
agree.
listen.
I agree.
If you want it, it's so small. If you want to get to know her, Marcus, everybody else is going to know her too, because they're going to hear you.
You know, but she'll be sitting on his lap. That's the whole
That's
thing.
right.
In that restaurant like that.
That's right.
Everybody else might know her too.
Yeah, that's probably true
I
too.
love you, Marcus. You know, I got really passionate about this restaurant. It might be small, but you know, the size doesn't matter when it comes to
Oh,
restaurants.
no, I beg to differ with you on this one, but
Yeah, that's a myth, everybody. What happened?
all right, wrap it up. Wrap it up for us if people want to go to Ninna.
Give Ninna a shot.
Yeah.
It's in the neighborhood. It's small. It's intimate. The service is wonderful, and the food, the taste, it's so fresh. Give it a shot.
All right, Sylvia?
I'm going to stick to a good restaurant, not a great restaurant.
Okay.
Portions could be bigger. Love the service. Excellent service. A charming neighborhood. Went for a walk after dinner.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Marcus, first date place?
Definitely a first date place. The size of it, it adds to the intimacy. I like that. The food was great. I had great portions. I don't know. Maybe you went to the wrong Ninna. Maybe that's what it is. The portions were great.
This is the one with two ends.
Yeah, it was a good place.
I was there.
I definitely recommend it for a date. Great date place.
All right, if you would like to try Ninna Restaurant, it's on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-601-6441. It's open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $25. Marcus has to get up early for his show with host Rennell. He could have chosen a breakfast spot, but instead he went for a San Francisco neighborhood classic with bustling atmosphere, friendly service, and traditional Italian food. It's on Taylor in San Francisco, and it's called Nob Hill Cafe.
Okay.
In the summer of '89 when we opened, all the customers that came in and sat on these tables all had seen each other in the neighborhood at the corner store, getting off this cable car or the streetcar or the bus, or walking their dog at Huntington Park. Finally, they had a neighborhood place where they could sit and talk to each other, and everybody in the restaurant lived in pointing distance. So I live in this building over here, and I live at the Comstock, and I live at this one and that one, and everybody met. I'll never remember, we'd walk down the aisle and you'd have to duck like hands, people pointing, I live here and I live there, and all these people finally gathered and met for the first time. And it's been a locals hangout ever since. We've been fortunate in that when my father opened the restaurant, he hired Jose and Trini Garcia. And Trini Garcia has been with us for 16 years. So the food in the kitchen has been consistent. Folks that have moved away from the neighborhood, if they visit San Francisco, the first thing they do is come back and have dinner here. It's comfort food, and they remember it, and it's like being home. They say, it's amazing, Michael, it tastes exactly like it did when I used to live here. So the consistency and the freshness and the value have been the hallmarks to keep people coming back over the years.
Now, Marcus, you normally eat at Denny's, so why Nob Hill Cafe?
I'm definitely a Denny's guy, but I find that if you want a repeat date, you got to go to a place where the lady can be comfortable. Nob Hill Cafe is a great spot. It's a perfect location. Good place to go before a night out on the town. Nice little non-touristy place.
Right.
And I love Italian food, and this is just a place somebody hooked me up with, and I went there, and I haven't stopped going since, just because the service is great. It may seem like a long wait when you get there, but service is quick. And the food is fantastic. I actually went without meat this time when I went this last time. No meat, and I usually go and have meat.
Right.
But I had
pasta, what'd you have?
Eggplant with pasta this time.
Yeah.
Very, very
And what wine
good.
did you have? I'm concerned about that.
I had soda.
Oh.
I had soda.
Because you're alone? What about you, Miranda?
I had to learn about this because I usually do Merlot or Pinot Noir, but I wanted to try the Sangiovese.
Sangiovese.
And it was really delicious. And one thing I loved about it, they poured it just like I would do at home.
Right.
From the bottle to the glass, right in front of you.
Right.
They didn't go back and,
bring it. And they filled up your glass. You got a nice big pour. And what did you have?
Oh, let's see. We started with the soup because it was a cold evening.
The misto soup? The misto?
No, it was a veggie with chicken broth, real hearty, not greasy, very healthy. And you, I mean, it came piping hot to the table, nice big bowl. And then my entree, salmon in parchment. I wasn't crazy about having the parchment on top of my veggies, though. They should have plated it up a little different, but it made the salmon very, very tender. But the main thing when I went there, the twins were there.
Oh, God.
It was a Tuesday
This
evening.
is the twins.
Yes.
The twins frequent this spot. The San Francisco twins.
The San Francisco twins.
Oh, those twins.
The San Francisco.
I was thinking about a date I had. I was like, you saw?
Oh, it's always back to the date. Not those twins.
Like, wait a minute. Did I tell you about that?
Debbie and Lori and Shanisha.
Marcus is happy.
Marcus, what twins? I missed that night.
It's
Oh, in there.
San Francisco, the brown.
The white hair, the brown
yes,
sisters,
I get it.
the white hair.
They were
so cute. Were they there when you were
They
there?
weren't there, but it was packed when I went.
Always
I was
packed.
there on
Always
a
packed.
Thursday night. It was Miranda, same experience, a freezing cold night, and people were waiting outside. And I'm feeling real special because
Bless you, honey, bless you.
I'm
almost
feeling
sneezed
really
on everybody.
special because I know everybody out there shivering wants my table, and I'm there to eat. And it was a wonderful meal, Marcus.
It
Yeah, it was
was.
good.
Okay.
I
It
was.
was
And I like the fact that when you get there, you have the option of sitting around waiting, and when you wait, they'll give you a glass of champagne or wine.
And people, it's locals, as you said
Yes.
before, it's locals. But beware parking.
Parking is ridiculous.
We worked up an appetite. And after we went back, you know, we had a few glasses of wine. I went on the wrong street because I said, did I park here? Oh my God, did I park here? I pressed the panic button to see if my car would let me know. Are you in the neighborhood somewhere? It was kind of confusing, the information you get about valet on the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Because by the time you figure it out, you guys got to get in there and
And you
eat.
know what's strange? Half of the restaurant when you're walking up is white,
The green
and the other
side
half is
is green.
green.
Yeah, because
so I was going back and forth. What door do I go in?
Right,
What
right.
door do I go in? I figured it out, but I would appreciate it if they painted it one color because I thought it was two different restaurants.
I think it did used to be two different restaurants.
Okay.
And business was so good in the original, they had to expand into the other
Break
place.
it down, Marcus.
Because
Break
that's how I roll.
it down. That's how you
Another
But now-
small restaurant.
I'm a historian. What can I
Another
say?
small spot, right? But again, the food brings people back, isn't that it? I mean, you really feel like.
very like it's my own kitchen. I love cooking Italian, but it's just, I mean, you can
And you know
see
what? We
them.
had Belva Davis on the show, Belva from KQED, and she said that's her kitchen. I mean, she lives nearby, and she basically goes down there, you know, a number of
believe it.
times a week, and
I
that is her
believe it.
kitchen, and it's been there for a long time.
My friend Judy had this butternut squash that was kind of neat because, you know, we tried each other's entrees.
Right.
And it was perfect for the fall. You know, it could taste the sage and, you know, the little
And it's kind of got
sweetness
that
and-
atmosphere for the fall, a little homey. It's like you're, again, in somebody's
But when the
kitchen.
twins came in, I was so distracted because I had to ask the waitress, and she reluctantly told me, but I shouldn't tell this on TV, but
Tell it.
Go,
When you hear that,
tell
that means
it,
you
tell
should
it.
tell it.
they have to have their wine glass filled all the way to the cap.
I
the
like
very
those
top.
girls.
To the very top. So of course I was
All
in,
right, is
Yeah,
that
right.
a hint, Miranda? Okay.
Where's the wine?
I can tell.
in the tradition of the girls, you know.
More, Leslie, more.
They
You're
did.
cheating.
Marcus, I thought since you like the twins, you know,
Go ahead.
I
I
should
do like
fill
the
you
twins.
up.
The quadruplets
All right.
also work for me.
Triplets.
All right, Marcus, this is your restaurant. Tell people why they should go, even if the twins aren't there.
First of all, great Italian food, great service, perfect location, very nice way to start a romantic evening because everything is right near you. Great place. The parking, bad though.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's one thing you gotta
Okay.
know. You
What?
gotta know about the desserts. They have a
Okay.
thing called try-its. And if you haven't tried it, it's not just sorbet. It's off the hook. It's by this, I had to ask, by the company called Gotta Have It. Almost doing a commercial for me. I'm serious. They're little pieces of pie made of sorbet with various flavors, and the crust is cheesecake.
Oh, all right, so you got to have that.
Nice.
What about you, Sylvia? Wrap it up. Would you go back again?
Yes, absolutely. Loved it. It was a cold night. I'd even wait out in the cold to get a table there.
High
There you
praise, high praise.
Let me
Well,
just
if
say,
you no, I'm not going to let you say anything.
Marcus,
buddy.
unanimous about my restaurant, everybody.
All right, the unanimously loved Nob Hill Cafe is on Taylor between Sacramento and Clay. The telephone number is 415-776-6500. It's open every day for lunch and dinner with brunch on weekends. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $30. For more information on this and any of the restaurants featured on the show, you can go to the website at kqed.org/checkplease. Well, I have to thank my guests on this special Check Please show with disc jockeys from around the Bay.
Yeah.
We featured Sylvia Chacon from Star 1013 with Cha Cha Cha.
Did you work?
Woo!
Well, let me do them both.
On Haight in San Francisco, the beautiful Miranda Wilson from Smooth Jazz KKSF 103.7, who chose Ninna Restaurant on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland, and Marcus Osborne in the pink shirt from 98.1
Very manly
Kiss
pink.
FM, and Nob Hill Cafe on Taylor in San Francisco. Very different people with different perspectives this time, and a lot of fun. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks,
Now you can join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sabraco, and I'll see you then. Cheers all.
Salud.
Salud. À votre santé.
This show is available in high definition, on demand, and via podcast. For additional information on the restaurants featured, to comment, or to apply to be on the show, go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease. For all you wine lovers, did you know that there's a KQED Wine Club where you can find great discounts on international wines, recipes, and much more? You can find out about it at our website, kqed.org/wineclub. A KQED television production.